let me get Mr. Dua also into this conversation. Mr. Dua, Mr. Kohli is right. This is not the language that you use for any rational reason towards a country which perhaps is ruling your IT sector, which perhaps has every CEO of a company that matters of Indian origin, and the fact of the matter is that arm twisting is very, very different if you do it to Pakistan. You can't have this kind of an attitude with India. Mr. Dua?
Yes, thank you, sir. I apologize for being late. I had a rather short notice and I couldn't take the phone in my car. Certainly the attitude of the United States, led by its president, in the last 1 week in particular, I think leaves much to be kind of diplomatic, to say the least. The language hasn't been couched properly, nor have the contents been. So the president of the US might be peeved at certain actions of the Indian government, including the statements made in the parliament last week when the discussion on Operation Sindoor was taking place, first by the foreign minister and then the prime minister himself, denying that President Trump had a role at all in mediating, because I'm pointing out to this because the very next, within 24 hours of that, we found the reaction of the president had reversed. Somebody the previous week tells the media that we are very close to signing a deal with India, and a figure is also bandied around saying 15 to 20% might be a tariff, might be all right. And then suddenly changes tack and says all kinds of things what the two co-panelists have talked about, the poor economy, Russia, the alliance with Russia. Most of these are actually not even factually based. If you look at the defense dependence, SIPRI, the Swedish institute which monitors all the ammunition flows across the globe, has pointed out that between 2024, for 4 years, the Indian dependence upon Russia for its arms had halved from what it was between 2008 and 2012, from a 72% dependence to 36% dependence. So that over-dependence which is being alleged upon Russia is not there. And if anything, we bought many more arms from the United States during this period. And even now, we are considering, after President Trump received Mr. Modi in February in the White House, offer was made that GE engines for our Mk1 and Mk2 fighter aircrafts, that's a 5th generation aircraft, India might be buying from them. For our army, we are talking of Javelin, anti-missiles, anti-tank missiles buying from them. So constantly the process of buying from the US is not easy. A lot of these things go up to the Congress for approval because an exception is being made. These are high-tech items, etc., and listed in the kind of the items which require parliamentary approval, other than giving it to its NATO allies. So, having said that, I think the question what should be bothering us with it, going forward. All that he's done, nobody can justify it, but then his way of working, nobody can ever predict.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
He has changed in 24 hours his stances on important matters, and on political issues, he's been linking the tariffs. We've seen what he's done in Brazil. That Bolsonaro was my ally, was my friend. If you take action against him, action is taken against the country. And the Chief Justice of Brazil saying he's blacklisted from coming to the United States. Similarly, we've seen action because Mark Carney, the new Prime Minister in Canada, talks about our supporting Palestine, that makes him eligible for a penalty of 35% tariff on items which are not covered by CUSMA, the customs, the union which they have between US, Mexico, and Canada. These kind of things, small little things irk him, and he shows that if there is anybody weaponizing trade, I'm sorry, I have to point out, it's the President of the United States. Earlier, we used to accuse only China, but this is nothing but global politics being linked to trade. And I do hope that, keeping this in mind, we will expedite our negotiations, the sixth round of which is due on the 21st and the 22nd in Delhi, that we will try and ensure that instead of a comprehensive deal, which we've been trying to seek, low-hanging fruits, two sides what they agree to, let's sign up those.
All right,
That
fair
would
enough. So
become
we have
the
some
base.
breaking news coming in now. The MEA has made a statement